I'm back again with another banger hip hop ramble. Right now we're talking about Tupac's alleged killer, Keefe D, pleads not guilty to murder. Let's do it. Tupac's alleged killer, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, have formally entered his not guilty plea in Las Vegas courthouse. Pitchfork is reporting that Davis' former arraignment was held on Thursday, November the 2nd, where he entered his plea while being represented by a public defender. He got a public defender now, y'all. That good money or that money that he killed Tupac for, gone. They went on to say, this representation by a public defender marks a change in plan from Davis' original representation when hotshot Las Vegas attorney Ross Goodman, he was a good lawyer too, y'all, was set to represent him. However, according to the outlet, Davis and Goodman parted ways when they couldn't reach an agreement on a term of payment, and now Davis claimed that he can't afford a lawyer. Now, allegedly, Keefe D. Davis killed Tupac, and allegedly he sold drugs back in the day. Where have all the drug money gone to? Cause you should know. You should have known that this murder was gonna come back on you sooner or later. So you will always have your lawyers on standby. I'm not going to trial, going to court with no public defender. I don't give a fuck if it's a speeding ticket. I'm just not doing it, y'all. Sorry. But let's get back into it. Davis now been represented by Robert Arroyo and Charles Cano from the public defender office. I probably said their names wrong, but y'all understand where I'm coming from. It's Robert Arroyo Arroyo and Charles Cano. During the brief time that he represented Keefe D, Goodman said that the state case was weak and that his client wasn't a man who was going to run away if given a chance. I think Mr. Davis should be released OR on his own recognizance, he said. He's not a flight risk. He's not a danger to the community. He lived in Henderson for 11 years and he's not going anywhere. The Tupac murder trial has had its fair share of issues, especially after nearly 30 years of no movement in the case. But one of the biggest obstacles may be Suge Knight's refusal to testify about what exactly he saw on the night of September 7, 1996. TMZ spoke with the Death Row Records co-founder over the phone back in October to get his thoughts on the recent developments in Pac's long-running homicide investigation, which saw Keefe D arrested by Las Vegas police. The 60-year-old former gang member has been charged with murder with the use of a deadly weapon with the intent to promote, further, or assist criminal gang, marking the first time charges have been made in the 27-year-old case. Well, yeah, about time, 27, 30 years, that's a long time for a murder not to be solved. And the evidence was right in y'all face, but y'all refused to look at the evidence. Let's go. Well, surprise. Number one, Suge said while reacting to the news, because I don't think Keefe D will ever get arrested, nor do I want him to get arrested. Let's get one thing straight. First and foremost, me and Keefe D played on the same Part 1 football team. And whatever circumstances, if we had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have an involvement with anything, I'm with somebody going to prison or my worst enemy. The street code. I agree with that. If you find the streets, you keep the streets and you keep it in the streets. You don't run to the popo and tell them everything that you know or what you have done or what you done heard or what you have seen. That's a no-no. That's number one rule in the game when you're in the streets. So I respect Suge Knight for saying that because he do have morals and principles when it comes to the life in the streets. A lot of people don't. A lot of people snitch right off rip to stay their own skin on their neck. You feel me? Let's go. Knight, who is currently behind bars serving a 28-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter, also claimed that Keefe D's nephew, Orlando Anderson, was not the shooter, contrary to popular belief. There are only two people in the car. Pac's not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, said the former record executive, who stopped next to Pac and were also wounded during the fatal drive-by shooting. But I can tell you this, I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because he wasn't the shooter. It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I gotta say about that part. Keefe is the only suspect who is still alive. He's still alleged to have orchestrated the hit as a retribution against Tupac, who alongside his entourage had attacked Anderson in the lobby of the MGM Grand in Las Vegas the night of September 7, 1996. Hour later, a car pulled up alongside Park and Suge Knight BMW sedan at the intersection of East Flamingo Road and Culver Lane and opened fire. The All Eyes on Me rapper was shot 4 times while his label boss was struck in the head by a bullet fragment. Tupac died in a hospital 6 days later after succumbing to his injuries. He was 25 years old. Now, Suge basically telling you he ain't gonna rap. But only people know the story is the shooter, who was with the shooter, him and Pac. He said Pac is dead, so he can't tell it. He alive, but from the street, he from the streets, and he ain't gonna tell you. So let's use common sense here. If Pac got shot and died, and Suge Knight refused to talk about it, and he's saying Orlando Anderson had nothing to do with it, and everybody else dead besides Keefe D, who do they think did it? I'll tell you what. Let me know down in the comments. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notification bell for every time I drop a banger. And remember, it's Hip Hop Rambo. Peace. I'm out.